Here's how to get more leads for your home service business. These are my top 3 tips. So let's get straight into it and not waste any time. Tip number 1 is stop wasting money on ineffective advertising. Stop making the advertising salespeople rich. Stop making Mark Zuckerberg even richer. What I mean by that is too many home service businesses put adverts out there with no real targeting. They just it's like a scattergun approach. They're trying to attract everybody. Well, stop doing that because you're just wasting money. The best thing I can advise you is to find out exactly who your best customers are, who that best customer avatar is. And what I mean by that is there's a couple of points to it. Is that you've got to look at demographics and geographics. First of all, the demographics. Who are the people that are most likely to buy your cool stuff, the cool stuff that you sell, the products and services that you sell? So who are they? What I mean by that is how old are they? How much money do they make? What do they do for fun? Who are the demographics? Is it the wife and husband and 2.2 kids and 2 cars in the driveway? Is it that kind of person? If so, we need to go out there and find those people, but also not just the demographics, also the geographics. Where do they live? What geographical location are they in? So what suburbs are they living in? Are they in the suburbs or are they in the high-rise buildings? But also, where do they hang out? Where do they hang out for fun? What do they do for fun? Are they into sports? Do they go to church? Are they into clubs? So where do they actually physically hang out? But also, where do they hang out online? What websites are they on? What are their interests? Are they on Facebook or Instagram or wherever they are? So once you've got a clear picture of who your ideal customer is and where they are and where they're hanging out, you can target your advertising specifically to them. And I want to show you a quick example about this. So I worked with a pergola installation company a little while ago, and I asked them, hey, look, who are your customers? And the husband came out and he said, oh, we sell to rich people. I went, okay, that's great. And how do you find those rich people? And they were advertising in the high-end glossy magazines, the aspirational type of magazines that advertise, flash houses and flash boats and swimming pools and all of that kind of thing. Really expensive offline advertising. So I said, okay, let's have a look at your past customers and figure out where the majority of your money is coming from. So we did that, and we looked past, about sort of 2 years of their past customers. And what we found out, yes, they were selling to some rich people, but the vast majority of their customers were just standard, normal, suburban couples and families. They lived in normal streets, normal houses, but they were looking for quality and value. So we changed their advertising and their marketing, and we put in some different marketing strategies to attract those kind of people in those particular suburbs, and we 5x'd their revenue in a very short space of time. So it's really important to stop wasting money on untargeted ads and target your customers, your customer avatar specifically, demographics and geographics. Okay, really important. Okay, step number 2. Step number 2 is stop general advertising. I see adverts all the time, and it's just like a list of services. We do this, we do this, we do this. We've been in business for 10 years, customer satisfaction guaranteed, and this is what we do. What a waste of time and effort and money, but it seems to be that's what lots of people do. What you need to do is come up with some specific offers to dangle in front of those perfect customers. So what I mean by that is, you can have, let's say you're a house washing company and you do house washing, you do driveway cleans, you do gutter cleaning, all of that kind of stuff. Well, instead of just listing all of those services that you do on your advertising and your marketing, whether it's on your website, whether it's on your social media, or you're doing offline ads, don't just stop just listing all those things. Come up with specific offers that your ideal customer would be interested in. So for example, a change of seasons, it's coming into spring, you could have spring driveway cleans, or you could have spring house washing cleans, specials on now. You can make it even more enticing by saying, book by a certain date and you'll get a free gutter cleaning, or you'll have, some free added value. I'm not a big fan of discounting prices because that's just a race to the bottom. But is there some sort of added value, like a free mystery gift pack that you could give to customers, something like that? And if you've got specific offers that you can advertise throughout the year, you can plan a whole year in advance, and you could have every month you could have a specific offer that you're advertising to those perfect customers, which we talked about in tip number 1. You can have the change of seasons, you can have birthday sales, Mother's Day sales, Black Friday sales, well, not so much sales where you're offering money off, but a certain promotion that you run every single month. Plan it out, and then the next month you're going to be offering X offer with X added value to those particular customers. Makes sense, right? Think about somebody like a pest control business. You know, in the summer, you've got all the creepy crawlies and the spiders and the cobwebs and, you know, wasps, depending where you are. And then, you know, that's the summer months. And then you're going into the autumn and the winter months and the fall months. You've got, you know, things like the rodents and the rats and the mice start to come out and, you know, looking for a nice warm place to sleep. So you can offer specials along those lines. So think about that. Don't just offer your services and, you know, I've been in business for 10 years, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. Come up with specific offers that will be attractive to your ideal customers. Makes sense, right? Okay, if you're getting some value out of this, I'd love it if you could like this video, subscribe, maybe hit the bell notification so you get all my content as and when it comes out. And also I have a free online 5-part mini course. I'll click a link in the I'll put a link to in the description below. It's at homeserviceblueprint.com, and I go into lots of details all about lead generation, so you can generate more leads, sales and more customers, and make more money in your home service business. Okay, tip number 3, let's keep it moving. Have a plan. I see too many home service businesses that don't have a plan, and then, you know, the advertising salesperson makes the call and you go, oh shit, you know, I'm going to I'll do that advertising. But again, you're wasting money. You've got to have a specific plan, and what I like to call my marketing machine, because you need a consistent flow of high quality leads coming into your business. And if you've got a plan with a marketing machine, you can take the guesswork out of finding leads. And what I mean by that is have multiple lead generation tactics that all run concurrently at the same time, offering that particular offer to your ideal customer. You see how it's all fitting together? So what I mean by that, think of an analogy like a table. A table's got 4 legs, right? It's not going to fall over very easily. If you take one of the legs out, still you know, you can still have a 3-legged table. And that's just like your marketing plan, your marketing machine. If you've got 4 marketing tactics running concurrently at any one time, you've got a nice, stable, steady business. If for any reason one of those marketing tactics is no longer working, you can swap it out and bring in another marketing tactic. But you've got 4 good marketing tactics all working concurrently at the same time, pushing those offers out in your marketing plan to attract your ideal customer. Makes sense, doesn't it? Of course it does, you know? And you can expand that out to, you know, 4, 5 or 6. But I see too many home service businesses that are relying on 1 or 2 marketing tactics, you know, usually word of mouth and trying a little bit of online, or they're doing a little bit of, you know, maybe doing some flyers, or they're doing some traditional offline advertising. You know, and it doesn't really work that well. It's not bringing in a consistent flow of leads. You might get 3 or 4 leads one week and then nothing the next week. But you've got to make that consistent. Otherwise, you've got this awful thing I call the seesaw of business. You're really, really busy, and then you're really, really quiet, and you're trying to find the work and do the work and find the work and do the work. You've got to get away from that. Ideal example, I worked with a guy called Dave who ran a small one-man band business, and he was doing house washing. That was all he was doing. We changed his marketing because he was doing the scattergun approach. We changed the marketing. We put in a marketing machine into his business, and once we got it going, we got a consistent flow of high quality leads. Now, you know, not too far in the distance in the future now. From when we started, he's got 6 vehicles on the road. He's got a number of teams, and he's added different divisions. He no longer just does house washing. He's got pest control, house washing, window cleaning, roof treatments, does lawns and gardens and landscaping, all kinds of things, just because he was able to crank out this consistent flow of high quality leads. Okay, that's all for now. That's my top 3 tips to get more leads into your home service business. What did we talk about? We talked about finding out who your exact perfect customer was, their demographics and their geographics, where do they hang out, what do they do, and number 2 is stop general advertising, come up with specific offers to attract those ideal customers, and the 3rd one was having a plan, having a marketing machine in place. If you want to know any more about this, delve into a little bit more depth, go and check out my free home study course. It's at homeserviceblueprint.com. I'll stick a link in the description below. Go check that out. It's totally free. It's 5 parts. It's just over 30 minutes long. So it's nice and quick. Go check it out and see if it's right for you. Okay, that's all for now. I'll catch you in the next video.